Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a blessed afternoon. I am having a blessed afternoon. Yes, I am. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't know why this train is all over the place. It's all over the place. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be doing this on camera, but it's okay. Hope you understand what's going on. It's tangle. Okay, I could deal with that. Yes, hope everyone is having a blessed afternoon. I am having a blessed afternoon. So, you see the topic, and this topic is a little different from for us. To all my followers, to all my subscribers, I would love for your guys to like and share all of this information. This is some really dope content. In the descriptions, all right, there's like 10 metaphors, but I'm just going to use only 5 metaphors basically that can help us get through a lot of things, and I'm going to break down a lot of things. And basically I want you to think on a different level, on a different way of thinking, because everybody have their own way of thinking and how to express themselves. And as they sit back and then they mind to explore inside different paths on basically what this is what we're supposed to do upon our life. So the topic is, ghost, son, and father. Ghost, son, and father. And the reason why I picked this topic is because it's really important. As I was sitting back today, I was like, Dad, this makes sense. And it makes sense to me. When you are a ghost, this is a metaphor. We are not ghosts. When you are a ghost, meaning you don't have existence to the human eye, right? Into this existence that we know it, right? When you are a ghost, there's no existence for you. Nobody knows that you exist, right? You don't know that you're going to come in this world as a ghost and as a son and as a father, which is the last and the highest state of all of us as men as we know it. The reason why I say that is because it's really important. The ghost mode and the sun mode. This is where we are stopped in our tracks in ghost mode and sun mode. If you look at all my videos are gearing to connection. All my videos are gearing to amazing content for you, to have you think and to have you wonder upon yourself. Is the teaching and the knowledge that I receive, is it correct? Now, I'm coming from a spiritual sense, and the reason why I'm coming from a spiritual sense is because spirituality is the foundation to existence. Hello, Jessica. Hello. But before I get into my topic, you know my slogans. My slogans is really important. My slogans, my slogans are really important. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. There's murder, death, kill going on here. Not just physically, but mentally and spiritually is murder, death, kill. Right? Live the life, lead the life, ain't no thing. I'm married to the game and the game is married to me, basically. It cloak itself with your lower desires, right? Of fame, fortune, and riches. It's not telling you, it's 3 ways out, but it's not telling you that it's going to backdoor you, right? It's 3 ways out. It only presents 2 ways out. these plantations and jails, as you have a lot of time hanging over your head, as you walk around in the yards in these jails, rocking State Green, right, in jail attire, and death. That's it. And ultimately, you becoming an organ donor. Okay? So, right, I'm coming with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, experience from a spiritual eye. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all big facts. This is the dopest channel out on YouTube that's coming with amazing bangers and content, for you and I. This content is so good that I have to do maybe around 2 or 3 lives every day and give your content for all the things that I experience and everything that I know, so we can get past the hump, so we can encourage each other. Which is really important for you and I to get past this darkness, right? Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, so you can know that I'm dropping bangers and heat for you and I as we overcome this darkness which has plagued us. At the end of the day, I'm going to try to keep this really short and sweet and hit all my major points, right? I'm going to try. But if I don't, please like, share, subscribe, because this content, you're not going to get nowhere else. This is the betterment of us. The only thing you're going to get is celebrity gossip and murder, death, kill, which is plaguing us all around the world, of killing each other. That's all you're going to get. But over here, we listen to a little jazz music as we get into our topic. So come on, listen to a little jazz music. Please like, share, subscribe, comment to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is all big facts. That's right. This is the dopest channel that's coming with amazing content, bangers after bangers, bangers after bangers, bangers after bangers. That's right. Let's give it up. That's what we gotta do. We gotta encourage each other at the end of the day. Please don't forget, as you come in, subscribe. This content gonna be amazing. This content is gonna be amazing for you and I. This channel is growing. The channel is growing. The channel is growing. It will not grow without you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, let's jump right into this. I'm not going to hold back no punches. I'm not going to hold back anything. I'm going to do the best that I can, and I'm going to do things respectfully, and I'm going to try to keep it nice and slow pause, so we can get the information out. And I want you to understand what I'm saying. I want you to take all this information in, and I want you to basically, right, internalize it and share it and like it amongst your family and friends, even your children. Because on this channel, we don't promote violence. We don't promote you smoking weed, that's synthetic weed, or you drinking alcohol, ruin your life, and smoking cigarettes. We don't do that over here. and we don't call each other these offensive nicknames. This channel's to uplift you, uplift you, uplift you. This is what this channel's about. And this is what we must do. This is what we must do to one another to help each other to get past the darkness and humps, which is set out for our demise of sick, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life. So, the topic that we're talking about is ghost, son, and father. We all know, as I was talking about, being a ghost. And being a ghost is non-existent in this existence right here that you cannot see with the physical eye. We don't know the challenges and the calamities and the pain and suffering, right, before coming in this earth. No one can prepare us for the jungle, which is set out to devour you at the end of the day. But as we go throughout life and as we go throughout our triumph and adversities throughout life, we learned, right? We learn as we go along based on encountering situations and experience and people, places, and things, which is really, really important for our growth and development, right? So now the two things that I want to focus on is being a ghost and son. Ghost and son. And the reason why I'm saying ghost and son, right? This is really, really important to being a ghost and a son, and ultimately is being a father. That's the highest form of responsibility that is upon us as a man, to provide and protect and to honor our family members and our bloodlines. Right? From the age 1 to 12, you are a ghost. You are a ghost. If any such thing should happen to you, right, you are forgiven. Like the creator forbid you happen to die miraculously, you happen to die, you going straight to the heavens, straight, because you are still in ghost mode. It's to after when puberty hit, that's when sins upon you are being written down. Sins that you do are being written down when you hit puberty. So this is where you can start to basically start to do what? Now you can start to procreate. You can start to have a family. You can start to have children. You can start to work. You can start to do all of these things, right, in the physical world. Now you are in the sun stage. You are in the sun stage. And being that you are in the sun stage, now you are start to experience, right, all the things that it has to offer out in society, out in the jungle, out in the world, right, in all of our communities all around the world. You don't know that the community is plagued with drugs, alcohol, and guns, and right, and murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life. You don't know. From 1 to 12 or from 1 to 13, you don't know. You know, some develop faster, some get their puberty at 12, some get it at 13, right? For most males. From this point, if anything happened to you, any tragic thing happened to you, you're going straight to heaven. So now you in ghost mode. Ghost mode. And I'm going to break down this ghost mode to you, and I want you to look at a deeper hidden thing, right? So you can look at it closely and study it so you can get it. It's going to be really nice and slow. I'm going to try to make it short, but it looks like it's going to be long because I have to break this down to you inside a way where you can understand, right? So being that now you elevated from ghost mode into son mode. A son is one that is required basically to learn from his father and learn from his community how to be a father. How to be a father at a certain age. A father is ultimately all the way till he dies, till he return back into becoming a ghost. You see how the cycle goes? So being that now at the age of 13, your mind is developed for action. Your mind is developed now is for experience. So now you have to experience different encounters, people, places, and things. And what our community has to offer is guns and drugs and everything else, right, for our demise to set us up, to get you back into the ghost mode, to get you back into the ghost mode of being non-existence. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you are in the ghost mode, you are non-existence in this physical world, as we know it. But in the spiritual world, you are recognized because you are a ghost. This is all metaphors for you to get the understanding of how I'm breaking down certain things. Don't look at it like, oh, what is he talking about? This is all a metaphor, and we know what metaphors mean and understand, so we can get certain things in the proper perspective. So now it is the job of society and its demonic, evil, twisted mindset, devil, demon, is to get you back into non-existent mode. And the things that he has set up for you and I, for our our demise and our failure and our destruction upon ourselves and our community, is to murder you. So you could become non-existent in this physical world, that everything that you have done is obsolete. Everything that you have put forth is obsolete. So you cannot reach the Father mode. And the Father mode is the highest one. The Father is a priest. The Father is the protector. The Father is the one that procreate thoughts and images and put it amongst his family so they can go about and live his legacy. But we just talking about where everybody, all the males, are in ghost and sun mode. This is where we are stuck. This is why in this mode, in sun mode and in ghost mode, there's a lot of things that plague us. Drugs, alcohol, the things that we see. Our brains is like a sponge, it soak it up. So now it's in our short and long term memory, the things that we do, the acts that we do. We can remember. Some of us can remember all the way back to we was 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, right? And these things is really, really important, right? And society know that, and this entity that is our op, this is the real enemy, knows that. So he takes notes of it. He been taking notes of it. He take notes to destroy you at the end of the day. So this is why all of our communities is plagued with poverty, is plagued with guns and drugs, is plagued with no information, no education. Everything is low, a low vibration. This is what we deal with. So we won't reach the higher vibration, in which is being a father. I've gone through all these triumphs and all these calamities that in life, so we can experience before we have children. This is why it's really, really important, right, to listen and to watch and to educate yourself. And as you gain wisdom, and wisdom comes with experience, so you can pass it on to your loved ones and your friends and family and your children. These things is really, really important. So being that this is a big campaign to destroy the indigenous people of this earth, right, that was created from this very earth, right? We are in ghost mode, in sun mode. We have not reached that. This is why all the youth are still in ghost mode and sun mode. They have not reached the status of an elder or father that deals with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and that deals with spirituality, putting the Almighty, the Creator, first, right? So this stumps our growth once we do these murder, death, kill acts and spinning the blocks and drinking and smoking, right? We forget our spirituality because there's nothing there to push us, because generation after generation after generation are plagued in ghost mode, in sun mode. A lot of us have not reached our fatherhood, right, mode. Is because we are stuck in these modes, because all of these tricks and plots and plans against us stop us in our track to reach the full potential. Some of us reach it and some of us don't. Those that reach it has been plagued with a lot of darkness and drugs, and for some reason the Creator has uplifted us, right, and brought us into a state where we can teach and where we can give information, so the youth behind us don't fall into ghost and sun mode, and they can reach the actually production to release the actual experience of father mode, becoming that wizard, becoming that inner self and co-creator of his universe and of his community. This is why it is very, very important to do what? To reach fatherhood. But we cannot reach fatherhood, right, if we end up in these plantations. And when you end up in these plantations, basically, you are met with what? Non-existence. Out of sight, out of mind. You don't exist no more in society. You don't exist no more in this realm. This is why it's different worlds out here. So when you enter these acts, everything stops. Everything. Now you in ghost mode. Right? You in ghost mode. You got 10 years over your head. You got 15 years over your head. You trying to make ends meet while you in these plantations, walking around the yard, right? Being plagued with all of these things, right? To unlimited information and limited things that's not going to get us to the next level in our families. Now this stop our family from growing. Everybody's affected by this, by the acts that you're doing, but you don't know that you're doing the acts. You are set up this way to do these acts. Why do you think that at a certain age these predators from 1 to 5 or from 1 to 13 attack us, right? Sexual assault individuals, abuse them, beat them, kill them, and all these other things is because these children are in ghost mode. They really don't exist. So if anything happened to them, they going straight to the heavens. Straight. But then when you reach the puberty, this is where all of the jungle start. Okay? I want you to go inside my thumbnail, and I want you to look at the metaphors that I'm giving up. And some of the metaphors, it's 10 metaphors, right? But some of the metaphors, the major metaphors that's near dear to me, and that I can help us to try to understand a little things a little better, right, is number 1, life is a journey. Life is a journey, right? But while you are in ghost mode and sun mode, you don't know life is a journey, right? You don't know life is a journey. You don't know until you get out there and start to experience that life is a journey, right? And when you experience that life is a journey, there's ups and there's downs, there's bruises, there's pitfalls. Majority of our community has a lot of pitfalls. There's a lot of things that's blocking us spiritually, mentally, and physically from being the father that we need to be. At the end of the day, we have to rise up above this mindset, barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic, devil, demon that is plaguing us, that has set down a lot of traps for us in any type of level that we try to level up. The next one, the city is a jungle. The city, you already know, you heard this before. Lions, tigers, bears, crocodiles, alligators, snakes, anything that's going to deal with your destruction and your demise at the end of the day. So these things that you have to learn about, this jungle, right? It's a jungle. It's a jungle. It's there to devour you. It's not there for you to survive, but it's there to do what? So you can be the prey and not be the predator. So it's sort of like you could be the prey or the predator, but majority of us become the prey. Even though you may do these predator acts, you become the prey because now this murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted way switching. And now you are the prey and got devoured by this thing. And we blame it on any and everything. We blame it on our teachers. We blame it on society. We blame it on this physical thing that we see. Because you know why? We are still stuck in ghost and sun mode. We have not reached the father mode yet, which is the highest form within inside of us as males. This is why we are stopped at this level. And this is why we have to understand and spread the knowledge and look at things from a different point of view. Not just look at things from a dogmatic point of view. We have to look at things straight. This is why here on my platform, I'm gonna reveal, right? I'm gonna reveal a lot of things that's plaguing us. right? So when you are entering these acts and when you are doing these acts, what happens? We perish. There's no more existence when we enter these plantations. You don't exist no more. Out of sight, out of mind. The same thing when you are dead and gone, or in the grave. You are out of sight, out of mind. This is all facts. This is why I said this is ghost mode and sun mode. So while you are in sun mode, this is where all the assaults and this is where all the jungle start at, right? Then, after knowing all of this, right? What's the third one? Love is a rose. Love is a rose. So once you learn of love, right? This is the beginning of what? This is the beginning of the first stage of becoming a father, because now you have love. You have love. You have love for everybody that's going through the same traumas, right? And the same blockage and the same darkness that's upon us in our communities and in ourselves. Basically, now you have love. The fourth one, he has a heart of stone. So we all know that stone really is lifeless, right? So if you're out there doing murder, death, kills acts, that means that you don't have a heart. That means that you don't have love, which is a rose. And what happens is that you will start to have the ability of what? Now you will start to become a snake in the grass, which is produced by societies inside this very jungle, right? Now you was a prey, now you become a predator spinning the block and call each other ops and killing each other. Now this is still in ghost mode and sun mode. You have not reached the father status yet, because we are plagued with everything, right? All of these tools and blockage and traps to destroy us. That's why most of us become organ donors. We become organ donors, end up in this plantation, because we never became a father. We never became a father. And definitely when you enter these plantations, you definitely not going to become a father, because you're not there. Some of the family members, they try to hold on. Your wife, if you have a mate and you have children before you enter these places, some it worked out, some it didn't, because now the child is experiencing prison at a young age, going through the medical detectives, getting searched, seeing mommy getting searched, thinking that this is normal, to basically to indoctrinate the child is okay to come into prison. But it's not. But he doesn't exist in society. According to society, in society, he does not exist. So being that you don't exist, you are in ghost mode. You are in ghost mode. You're not in sun mode. Now you in ghost mode. So now you took yourself out of society, which is basically sun. You was in sun mode out in society, which was going to lead you to become a father. Now you place yourself back in whatever age that you are, back into ghost mode. Now you don't exist. Now nobody's not coming to see you. Now you don't got no visits, right? Now you don't got no commissary. Now you don't got no money. Now you in there working for 10 cents an hour, waiting on commissary. Now you programming in there. You don't even exist. This is how deep it is. And I want you to understand this from a point of view of spirituality. This is just metaphors to get us by, so we can practice this and share this amongst each other, which is really important. I care about it so much. This is why I keep making so many videos and keep making all these topics, because all my topics at the end of the day, it connects to one another. All of them. I don't set it up that way, but it connects to one another. Please like, share, subscribe, because this is the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. I'm telling you, it is. Ain't nobody's coming and doing more lives and doing more videos than me, because it's an urge for me to do this, because it's actually a spiritual war that's going on that we cannot see from the very beginning of our creation as mankind, to keep us in ghost mode and sun mode, so we won't reach the full potential of becoming a father. How many fathers is not there for their children? A lot. Hundreds. thousands all around the world in every civilization, because we are in ghost mode and sun mode. We have not reached the potential. This is why it's really, really important to reach it, because now your father and your ancestors and ancestors are plagued generation after this, being stuck in ghost mode and sun mode. Some of us don't get it right until we get in our 40s or 30s or 50s. That the damage that we have done to each other and to our society, to our family, is over. But this is why it's really, really important to catch the youth now. Because while they are in what? Ghost mode and sun mode, and potentially, hopefully, trying to get to father mode, which is really, really important. This is why it's really important not to do these acts in our communities, not to plague ourselves, right, with this barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic way of life for fame, fortune, and riches. This is why I come with this right here. Right? The topic is ghosts and son and father, right? And plus it's mixed in with what? The metaphors. 1 to 5. Life is a journey. The city is a jungle. Love is a rose. He has a heart of stone. He's a snake in the grass that's waiting for you. So you can physically and spiritually incline to your situation, or you can spiritually do it. I say do it spiritually. Spiritually is the foundation on why this war started. It wasn't a physical thing. It's all have to do with the spirit. Yes, it started off physically, but what's being affected more and more each and every day is our spirituality. And this is why I'm coming with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and coming from the spiritual realm that been here for many years, over 30 years, to give you knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Okay? I'm going to read something in the Arabic, right? It says, Qalilu minnal, it says, ma khayru min qali ran ibadah. The Creator says a little knowledge is better than a lot of worship. Why do you think he said that? Because if you constantly worshiping, listen, we worship every day. Now, it may not be physically actually worshiping the Most High, but we all do. We worship money. We worship materialistic things. We worship clothes, because that's who we are. We like to see things physically, the eye, and knowing that what we like is our lower desire, fame, fortune, riches, which we have to balance out. Even me. So being that this happens, right? We worship the wrong things. We'll make clothes, we'll make fashion, we'll make anything, right? Our worship, our cars, women, drugs, guns, violence, everything we worship except the unseen Creator, the Almighty. This is why it's really, really important, right? Knowledge is better than worship. Knowledge is better than worship, because once you gain knowledge of yourself, you gain knowledge on what? Ghost mode, and you gain knowledge on sun mode, and you gain knowledge on father mode, which ultimately, what? You be recycled back into ghost mode, because now your physical is gone. You recycle. You see how you recycle? You recycle back to ghost mode. And when you recycle to go back to ghost mode, you want to make sure that your ghost, right, is metaphor. I'm talking about the spirit, right, is intact. As intact, that you did what you had to do upon this earth. This is why it's really, really important to understand ghost mode, right, and sun mode and father mode. It's just metaphors for us to get by and to say to ourselves, you know what? This makes sense. And I understand this. I understand it. So let me work on ghost mode, right, of non-existence. You exist in the spiritual realm. You understand? Because if anything happened to you physically, it's already a contract that you go straight to the spiritual realm. You go straight to paradise. From 1 to 13 years old, you have not hit puberty yet. right? So when you're 13, now you go into son mode, and from 13 all the way up until you die, right? All the way up until you die, sun mode is still there. But when you start to procreate and make children, then you step out of sun mode and go into fatherhood and father mode. And this is the highest form of responsibility of the male. Of the male. So this is a little something that I just want to drop on you, something to think about and something to have your mind wandering like, you know what? I'm jacking old boy. I'm jacking Austin Flow. I deal with him. I like his content. I like his channel. I deal with him because he can understand from the point of view and what we plague with. And he can basically deal with us and vibe with us. And I can vibe with everybody. I am not the enemy. I'm here to expose the enemy, which is works in the shadows to destroy us at the end of the day. So please like, share, subscribe to this dopest channel out right now on YouTube. I really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. You know? I really will appreciate it. Right? Coming with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, experience from a spiritual eye. Yes. Right? Live the life, live the life. Ain't no thing. I'm married to the game, and the game is married to me. It cloak itself with your lower desire, fame, fortune, and riches. Not gonna tell you that's gonna backdoor you and murder you and put you in ghost mode and sun mode. So you won't reach father mode. But we're gonna reach father mode on our platform. Expose this murder, death, kill, barbaric, evil, twisted. Give it back to the procreators. Give it back to them. That's right. That's right. Don't forget that notification bell. Hit it. So you can know I'm dropping bangers for you and I. This is the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. I don't care how many subscribing people got. I don't care how many videos they got. I don't care how many views they got. Hey, you know what I'm saying? The Lord bless me. I'm here. I'm a spiritual leader recognized over there. And I'm going to get us out of the darkness. That's right. I'm going to get us. No matter how long it takes. Peace, y'all.